Welcome, gentlemen. Hey, when things don't go as planned, we always figure something else. So thank you guys for being on time and early. All right. So, GSB, you have now been at EXP 3 years, and you have 342 agents in your revenue share organization. First of all, round of applause. But tell us your story. How did you start? Where do you come from?
All right. Well, so I started working at a very young age. At the age of 8, I started delivering newspapers with my family. Just to speed it up, from 8 to 13, I delivered newspapers. From 13 to 17, I worked at Calgary Co-op, packed grocery bags. 17 and a half, I worked at Calgary Duty Free Shop, sold some lipstick and makeup. I don't know how, I don't know how I got there, but that was my first sales experience. And then when I was 18, I worked at Hertz Rental Car. And how I got into real estate, being a supercar enthusiast, I was actually at a Shell gas station once and was very broke. I was deciding if I should put $10 of gas or $15 of gas in my car at the time. And I saw a Ferrari pull up. And I asked the guy, I'm like, hey man, what do you do for a living? He's like, I sell real estate. I asked him, is it hard? He's like, if you can sell. He's it's not hard. I'm like, man, if I could sell makeup, I could sell anything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, when I was 18 years old, I got into real estate, and that was in 2006. Fast forward to now, I have a sales team of 24 people, which is my family. This year, we're on track to do over, hopefully, 500 homes sold this year, and built our revenue share organization together. It's just been a great awesome time.
It's a very inspiring story, and you're only, 35 years old? 36, old man now. So, Raj.
Well, I always say I'm rewriting my story again. My name is Rajwinder Singh Sandhu. Born and raised in India, English is my third language. So if you guys have a little bit hard time understanding, please, I do apologize at the start. So I was 16 when I left my family at a very young age from India. So immigrated, stayed with my family here. It was the toughest decision that my mom made. Right? That wasn't me, but my mom, and she still feels very sorry about it. So as a East Indian, we only have two choices when you go to school. Either you got to be an engineer or a doctor, and I was one of them. So in my fast forward, I graduated with 94% in grade 12, skipped my U1, wanted to be an engineer within 4 years. Unluckily, I met my first Chinese friend named Garrett Wong. He was a PhD, and he told me about fix, flip, and buy and hold. That just blew my mind because I was really good with the numbers, right? So went home, told my mom that I'm quitting. That was another second shock that she got. So what I did, I quit my engineering in my third year and got into real estate. So fast forward, as Gurinder said, been very successful as a realtor in Winnipeg, been doing it for a couple of years. Again, when I say I am rewriting my story, so been in the industry for 13, 14 years, got all the awards that you could as a successful realtor, met Gurinder, got into EXP, brought my organization in first year up to 70 business partners. And unluckily, I met the second Chinese guy in my life. His name is John Sai. And then he told me, Raj, you're the big fish in a small pond. I never knew what the hell it means, but again, he said...
I never said that.
Oh, you did? I don't know. So what
just
exactly... So what exactly he meant, with some people are born leaders, so I thought, he probably said that I need to move to a different city. Talk to another mentor, Gurinder, right here. He said, yeah, why not, brother? You could do it, right? So I left all my business, even my most of the family still in Winnipeg, recreated my journey with $0 business here in Abbotsford. So it was another hardest decision of my life. But again, I had that in deep of my heart because I was coaching that to others how to be successful in real estate. So as a leader, if I could get the chance to recreate my journey, would I be able to do it? And to be very thankful, me and my partner Nav, he's in the crowd, we started our team here in Abbotsford this March. We're I'm the team lead of the Hawk team, and we have about 12 agents in our team. I was out of production for 6 months. You guys got to realize I was always in top 10. Always, from last October till now, I did not make to top 10. So the goal for this year, and to be very honest, we've so far made 10 sales. But again, the goal is to recreate my story here in Abbotsford, and a better story now.
It's hard enough to move from India to Canada, and then you made another move from Winnipeg to Vancouver. So round of applause for that. I mean, that's crazy. It is said that the survival of the fittest is based on how well you adapt to change. So kudos to you, Raj. Great job. And Jack, my non-related Sai brother, he's from Los Angeles. Tell us your story. I want the worst.
Okay. Well, John, first of all, is it your idea to put us on stools? Because look at this. Look at this. Look at that. This is. I'm gonna stand up for this one. Well, look.
Do I still look?
Yeah. Well, I'm Jack Sai, originally from Taiwan. So I moved to California 25 years ago, and I have been a realtor for a decade and a half. I currently sell 30 homes a year, and I lead over 300 agents in my organization. And before I start, I actually asked myself, what qualifies me to be here on this stage? Because all these other amazing speakers, they sell a couple hundred homes a year, and I don't. But I came to a realization, though. I'm the best. The best at giving out the worst advice possible. Because I've been through a lot of shit. So whatever I got to share with you later, stay the fuck away from it. I learned that it is good to learn from our own mistakes, but it is better and easier to learn from somebody else's mistakes. So a little bit of my journey, I started in 2009. And 2013, it was a life-changing year for myself. Reason being, that was the year that I got dragged into a family lawsuit, which I had nothing to do with. I filed for bankruptcy. I filed for divorce. I broke my leg, all at the same time in my 20s. But guess what? I'm still here, alive, excited, and full of energy.
Let's go.
So I'm going to be sharing with you a couple bad advices for you to stay away from. This way, it's going to save you a lot of time, effort, and money. Again, I'm Jack Sai, and thank you very much.
That was the beginning of the panel, not the end. So, Gurinder, you guys sell a couple hundred homes a year. And, in today's real estate market right now, it's tough for agents to get deals. How are you getting deals right now in this tough market?
It's actually, it's very important to have a schedule and have things in your calendar. I'm a big believer, if it's not in your calendar, it doesn't exist. A lot of people in real estate, especially after mentoring so many people now, a lot of people don't know what they want. So when they wake up, they head into a different direction every single day. So in my team, we got pre-construction specialists. We got land acquisition specialists. We got people that put land assemblies together. We got people that go door knocking for off market. So we got different specializations because real estate is such a broad, let's say, industry, from developers all the way to asbestos removal people. This is all real estate related services. So it's very important to plan your work and then work your plan.
Thank you for that. So guys, if you don't know how to go get deals, you got to first set a goal. And when you have a plan, you don't have to be fearful. You can predict it based on your plan. So thank you very much. Raj, how about yourself?
I always say, even to my team, right? Sometime even in the tough market, you can't make the right decision, but you can make your decision right. So continuity is the father of success. I want to share a story. For me to grow in a brand new city with zero clientele, zero business, I made a commitment to myself. Am I a failure or a leader? So if you hold on to something, keep doing it. And as Nadia was saying, 118K followers on IG, and that only happened in the span of 4 months. I went to an event, I wanted to shout out to Randy as well, where he said, you got to pick your lane. There is so much distraction out there, so many things happening, so much people wanted to do, but what they forgot, who you are. If you bring everything back to you, who you are, you will pick a better lane. And I never knew that social media was for me. And my one reel just went like viral, 5.9 million views on it, right? And it's just, so the biggest advice from me, if you still wanted to survive, that we are in a people business, either it's the social media, either in person, either in networking, go introduce yourself. Talk to people. And when you're talking to even the camera on your reels, make sure you're talking to them personally and call them. Hey, where's Aaron? Like, I loved his hook. Call them up. Like, people need help out there, and we are here to help them.
Amazing stuff.
I have 2,000 followers. Well,
Good job, Jack. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
I have 2 bad advices for you on this one when it comes to transaction. Number 1 is to think transactional. Earlier in my career, I was taught that if this prospect is not looking to buy or sell real estate in the next 7 to 10 days, then throw it away. Move on to the next person. I mean, while it can work for some people, that doesn't really align with who I wanted to be, because I believe that real estate is a relationship business. So what I started to do is like to ask people 3 questions. Number 1, what are they committed to? Number 2, why is that important to them? And number 3, how can I contribute to help them move the needle forward? I feel like this way, I'm not just contacting people, I'm connecting with people. And my bad advice number 2 is to compare yourself with other people. To events like this, it's great. You can learn so much from people on stage, people in this room, or your neighbors. And people are here to help you out. But one thing that we don't want to do is to compare yourself with other people. If this agent in your town just took a listing or just sold a home, has nothing to do with your income. So don't compare your chapter 1 with somebody else's chapter 20. That's my 2 bad advice for you for this one. Thank you.
Comparison is the thief of all joy, and you want to be relational, not transactional, especially in today's market. There's so much out there, the social media, AI. If you are relational, you can really differentiate yourself from the pack. So great job, Jack. All right, so now the fun stuff, Gurinder. Why did you choose EXP, and how has EXP transformed your life and business?
Because I saw your chapter 20. Well, bro, so before I joined EXP, I was actually with a company that's represented by a red, white, and blue balloon. I'm not allowed to say it on stage anymore, so I want to be respectful. But when I was when I was at Remax, everything that I did everything that I did was all active effort. I was a Diamond Award winner, which for people that don't know, that's you have to do over $1 million in gross commissions a year to get a Diamond Award winner. For me to get that Diamond Award, it was about 70 to 80 hours a week of very hard work. I had a lot of strain in my relationship, a lot of stress. And at the end of the day, once you pay Justin Trudeau and everybody else, like you're really not making much. EXP, when I first originally saw the platform, I was like, you know what? Instead of a 1-dimensional income, it's a 5-dimensional income. By that, I mean you got 3 different ways of making stock. You got revenue share and you got commission. And the way I wanted to put it, I don't have kids yet, but I'm going to be nice to have some stock that in 18 years, if your kids were going to college, if you're disciplined enough, you'd have millions of dollars in your stock account just for being disciplined. Revenue share. Don't clap yet. We got a lot more money coming this way. The revenue share for me in the beginning was if it would just pay my bills, my car bills, my mortgages, my groceries and whatnot, it would make real estate fun. And I think I would do a better job because in the beginning, I was selling real estate and collecting commission checks more out of necessity. And at the time, sometimes I used to wonder, am I really in my client's best interest when I have so much pressure to pay bills? And right now, I'm looking at this $10,000 check as a lifeline, not as me adding value into somebody's life. But now with rev share and all this and 5-dimensional income, I'm able to set up my life where commissions are supporting all my developments that I have. We have a 13-story high-rise going up in Calgary, all rental. We just bought a 41,000 square foot building, 4.2 acre site, and we're building 7 townhouses with legal suites. I'm not saying this for bragging, but what I'm saying this for is with my commissions that I used to just survive on, now I got at least $200 million worth of assets, plus our rev share paying our family bills, plus stock paying for all our comfort and, creating a buffer. So EXP is an amazing way to set up your life and really not stress about finances and create financial freedom.
Drop the mic. Wow. Thank you, Gurinder. Amazing job. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. Raj, go ahead.
So again, the second part of EXP, like the rev share. So I was introduced by Gurinder to EXP. Had no intention of coming over to EXP because my broker told me that it was a shiny toy, and we didn't have a balloon like red or white. We only had a red and white. So I don't know if that. So again, I always say it's the people attract people. It's not the company itself. When he told me, I only told him one thing. I was like, brother, I trust you. Do not break my trust. We are related on the family side as well. I was like, you know my family, you know my income, you know my expense. If you broke my trust, we are done. Right? And that's what I always say. Money is a byproduct on who you meet. That's the same thing goes with the client and all of them. And for me, EXP, I didn't do any due diligence. The second thing was like another home run. So after he sponsored me, I went to where I was completely sold on EXP. So I went to an event in Calgary called The Playbook. It was hosted by Courtney Atkinson. In that, I listened to Brent Gove. And that's where you meet the true leaders. And this was the first time I actually met him in person. In his presentation, if you're good coachable, message me and I'll text you back. I was like, this guy is in somewhere out, and then he makes millions of dollars and I'm here just starting an EXP. He doesn't even know my name. Would he really reply me back? With the roll-up page, 12 years, I hit again, Director Award, all those awards. I did not even know who owns roll-up page. The sooner I messaged Brent Grove, he messaged me up with thumbs up and I still have his picture. And that's where I thought the true leadership is in. And where you guys are sitting, just wanted to see the success story, how EXP back you guys up, why the company is better. I was just sitting one of you guys just like you. And from there to here, it's less than 2 years, guys. They will showcase you. If you have leadership skills, you could be the next Raj right here. So it's all up to you what exactly you're looking for. Again, people attract people.
Well said. And you do not want to break Raj's trust. He is 6'3", 240 pounds. And vegetarian. I don't know how anyone gets this big eating tofu. I don't get it.
And a 6-foot beard.
Jack, go ahead.
Initially, when I joined EXP, it was because I want to be like you. Yeah. Make good money, good looking. He's got 2 daughters. I went ahead and made 2 daughters. I mean, after saying that, I do feel kind of creepy. But you're my bro. You laugh, okay? You laugh. All right, I got 2 bad advices for you on this one as well. Ready? Let's go. So, number 1 bad advice, actually number 3. The third bad advice for you is to believe that if you do more, you will have more versus focus on being more. So early in my career, I was taught that real estate is a numbers game. It's a contact sport. So if you want to double your results, then double your input. So initially, I was calling 25 to 50 people a day. And guess what I did? I went ahead and called 50 to 100 people a day. Who here likes to make 100 calls a day? Context. Exactly my thought. I found a better way for myself is to first identify what do I want to have in the future. And based on that, who do I need to become? What do I need to know? How do I need to talk? Most importantly, how would I feel if I have already achieved my goal? Bring that feeling to today and take massive and inspiring action. And we will have what we will have in the future. Be, do, have. And the fourth bad advice is that oftentimes we try to figure everything out on our own. So there are two types of Asians out there. There are the crazy rich Asians, and there are the crazy cheap Asians. I'm the second one. Very cheap. What that means is that I like to learn, but I don't like to pay. Hey, the Asians, you know what I'm talking about. So in 2011, when I decided I want to do this full time, I was like, I need to learn how to do this. So I spent money to hire a coach. It's not easy for me to do. But the best part with being at EXP is that you got a lot of people that want to help you out. You got people that you can role play with, mastermind, do accountability, shoot videos, and prospect together. And you can learn a lot from the speakers and people in this room. Most importantly, your brokers, your sponsors, right, and your mentors, they want to help you out. But you got to participate, and you got to ask, or else how are they going to know how to help? Right? So from there, we know that. Give me 1 second. So from there, I learned that. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. All right. So from there, I learned that we want. I totally forgot what I was going to say. Give me 1 second.
Whole speech memorized.
First
That's
time,
amazing.
first time on stage.
I didn't even know he was memorizing the whole thing.
So my fourth bad advice for you is to try to figure things out yourself, right? If all these people that you're not familiar with or you don't know them, they're too busy for you, you can send me a DM. My Instagram is Jack, like Leo in Titanic, but Asian. Jack Tsai, TSAI .exp realty. Just send me a DM, I'll be there for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, Jack. You're awesome. All right, so what's your one piece of advice, GSB, for agents in this room or agents overall to build the rest of 2024?
Execution. Execution is the biggest thing. A lot of people sit there and they manifest, and I think manifestation is a really good thing, but manifestation and a plan without execution is absolutely useless. Also, work your dreams, you know, like I have this one quote, and I'm going to actually leave it with this, and this quote will probably cover it. It's do what's easy and your life will be hard. And do what's hard, your life will be easy.
My biggest advice will be like believe in yourself. You don't have to be good looking. You don't have to be smart. You could be like, trust me, I've been this journey through. I've seen a lot of hurdles for myself personally. Even if you're successful, you have money, I still get picked out. People still sometimes call me terrorist. There's so many discrimination out there, but what doesn't stop me? Like I had my, I would say grade 12 teacher here. She taught me one thing when I was trying to learn English. And she gave me a Shakespeare's book. Oh God, it was so hard to read. For the guy doesn't even know how to speak English. But she told me one thing, Raj, whatever doesn't kill you, make you stronger. And that stuck up to me. And the second thing is manifestation. I want to say one word in Punjabi because I see the crowd out there. ਆਪਣੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਜੋ ਮੰਗੇ ਠਾਕੁਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੇ ਸੋਈ ਸੋਈ ਦੇਵੇ. So what that means, whatever you ask for, you will get it. It's up to you when you wake up. If you're complaining, you will get complaints. If you're worried about the traffic, you will get the traffic. So think before you think. Right? Just take that 30-second pause, and before you make anything, as I say always, like, as Jack said, like, we got tons of good mentorship here. You cannot control your first thought, but you could second. So if the negative thought comes in, guess what? Stop it right there. Right? So manifestation is a key.
I'm gonna demonstrate what doesn't kill me just made me stronger. So I'm gonna stand up for this part again. I got a short story I want to share about this part. In 2019, when I first came to EXP, I called John. I don't know if you remember. I told him, hey, being the first person and the only person that joined under you in California, while nobody really heard about EXP, it's actually kind of scary. But I was telling him that, even if this doesn't work out, I can proudly say that at least I tried. Guess what he said to me? He said, failure is not an option. It was at that moment I realized that successful people think differently. And it was at that moment that I decided that I want to be a better communicator, a better leader, and a better agent, so that I can attract the type of people that wants to work with me. And I can attract more people that's trusting us with our service. So my question for you is, if failure is not an option for you, how would you run your business? Again, I'm Jack Sai. Thank you very much. Please give it up to John and Crystal for making this event possible.
What I'm getting from this is we are all underdogs, yes or no? At some point in our career, and you just have to go and get it. Failure is not an option, and law of attraction is nothing without law of action. Thank you, gentlemen.